Hey dude, how's life? Oh, interesting they've changed this package. Yeah, I'm okay. Last time I streamed, or since last time I streamed, I've been furloughed since May. So kind of starting to dig myself back into development. Um, but okay, up and down days. All feels a bit weird at the moment. What are you doing for work? Are you furloughed or are you working? And if you're working, where are you working? So I worked a bit for on a contract between May and August. But yeah, it's definitely like haven't worked this week or last, and this week especially that I've just lost track of days. It's just crazy. I didn't even realise it was Thursday until lunchtime. I thought it was like Tuesday, so I've definitely lost 2 days. Do you enjoy that? Yeah, Holiday Extras got absolutely decimated by it. So we got hit like immediately, and they've just finished a round of redundancies. Actually, it's really quite difficult. A lot of my friends have been let go of. I'm still in it, but like I say, I'm still furloughed for the foreseeable future. That's cool. I think a lot of people are going to be moving around. Um, gone, no, well, gone October, start of November sort of time. I imagine there'll be like a lot of movement then. React poo. Pop, towards it. Take it you haven't been affected by COVID directly. No, yeah, there's a lot of companies, man, just being fucked by it. HX got utterly stuffed by it. It's so sad. Oh man, that's insane. I've done a bit of like thinking about like the type of industries. I got it actually written down on my whiteboard. Like, so I noticed the education, entertainment, fitness and well-being, especially around like the vets and stuff. So more along the lines of pets and online fitness, that kind of thing. Uh, and then obviously the services like the police and whatever, they seem to all be fine. Something to keep, I think, in mind for the future. Education was really good. I noticed there was like a boom in that, people taking online courses and stuff. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, I wanted to work closer with like online games companies, and actually took a contract to do with gaming, a US contract. But I think I'd like to get more into that, or maybe something like streaming wise, like Twitch, um, kind of interests me. Yeah, so Shots Fired app, and um, it originally it was developed as part of the PUBG dev competition, and then I built like a second version that does more games, and then it kind of expanded out from there. Um, and now I'm on to about V4, so I've started introducing this webhooks thing. Before it was just OBS, and I can't really show you this because it actually affect my current live stream now. Uh, but I've done it so there's another provider now, which is a webhook, so I can start pushing data to a web service. And the things for that is like if I want to show like a kill death count based on in-game metrics, I can do that. I could just send the data through and start processing it on a local service. And then yeah, there's like even more game support now. There's loads of them under here. I think I added Overwatch the other day, uh, and there was some other ones. So I can't remember which ones. But there's like this subscription feature in now, and I didn't have access to any of the metrics until recently of how this app's doing. I thought it was just like me using it basically, and it turns out there's like 1,000 people that have downloaded it, and there's still about 400 active users. And subscriptions, there's been like about 6 subscribers I didn't know about. Um, so yeah, I thought, oh, best push it a bit further. Uh, via WebSocket. So it gets from the app will like do a HTTP push to my server, which is like a little node fastify thing. It could be anything for like whoever sets it up. They could do it in Python or whatever their preferred service is. Mine's like a little node service that sits there and runs, and that uses WebSockets to push it to the front from the back end to the front. Um, but I think whereas I've got a webhook here provider, I might add a direct interface for connecting to WebSockets directly from the app and have it work that way as well. And another thing is like I'm using OBS to do my uploading of stream data, but or management of stream data. But there's also slubs, so Streamlabs OBS, and I'm going to add those in as well. I've already started looking into that. because that's a lot more targeted for gamers. Um, yeah, it's good. Uh, like I say, I thought it was just myself that was using it, so I was surprised to find other people using it. Actually, I got like just complaints about bugs being in it, so I thought, oh shit, best go and fix it. And it started off with just JavaScript, and then I'm just kind of going back and retrofitting TypeScript to it now. So I had a bit of experience with that. I just like dabbled in it in previous streams and other things, but then this contract I picked up was just pure TypeScript, and I was like, oh shit, I best learn it. And now whenever I'm going to JavaScript, I'm kind of like looking at it and thinking, shit, I wish this was. I just started with TypeScript. I've got to change all this. So I've got like ideas of how like the UI should be changed, and it needs to give a lot more information. So I don't know if that's like a complete rewrite. It's also using something called React Waterfall, which was like a Redux alternative. And I've come across Redux toolkits since then that I prefer, so I might go back over to that. And also, there was one called ZooStand, which was a different state management library. So I think I'm gonna switch out my state management library at some point, and that might tie in with this rewrite of doing like the UI and other bits as well. And at that point, I'd probably be looking at just like full TypeScript from the bottom up. So at the moment, I made some changes and I scrubbed out all these placements from where they were previously, and that controls whether this tooltip shows at the bottom or side or whatever. Um, I want to plug that back in. I really like. I've kind of lost my finger on the pulse a bit about what's current. I know like Python is just grown and grown and grown. Um, I have seen people asking for TypeScript and React and stuff, so I feel like I still have some relative skills. Yeah, I've done a little bit in Python. Only like I tend to use it when I'm trying to help out a friend on it, but I've not really touched it much. However, I bought this cool little device. Let's see if I can open it and put it on the stream. It's like got this nightmare case that's impossible to get into. There we go. So this is, let's see if I can see that. So this is an ESP32 chip. That's the little chip in the middle, and then it's inside like a socket where you can just plug the computer into it and program the chip. And basically, the ESP32, it's a little Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chip. Adreno, I've not heard of that. Arduino, you mean? Arduino is a bit more complex in that it's a whole sort of like a whole project board. I've got one of those, not on my desk, but what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to take this chip out and then uh, put it in other things. Like my idea is I'm going to make my own version of a track and trace chip, and I'm going to stick it behind a badge and then open source it all. So someone will be able to kind of recreate this and have the like join a network of other people who are using the same sort of chip, or they'll just pay me and I'll like produce it for them. Um, but it's going to be targeted towards people who either don't have a phone because there's a lot of emphasis at the moment on using track and trace apps, but there's still a whole bunch of people who don't even have smartphones. So it's to kind of include that sort of person. Uh, or they just don't want it on the phone. They don't like this idea of them being traced all the time, so they'll just choose when they want to use it. So I started like writing the code behind that, but yeah, I started writing it in like the Arduino IDE, but I think you can get Python onto it, like a really sort of low memory one. So I think I'm going to move over to that and use Python on that as well. But that's another project. I've got billions of projects coming, like going through my mind. Don't like this. This feels sloppy. Yeah, it seems to be really popular, like I say. I think it's more like machine learning. String undefined is not assignable to type. Uh, the string is not assignable to type auto. The fuck? You mean like does it want like a placement object? Like I've seen uh, like one of these things. But I can't get access to this, I don't think. Yeah, I think so. Which is dumb because it just equates to a string. I guess it can't do its analysis on it if I've just done it as any old string. But it should be this, I guess. Like I've said, give me the type of. I don't think I can get access to. I can't get access to that from the library I'm using. Let's try referencing it directly. Getting in a mess here. Try and move this out of the way a bit. What? Yeah, I think it is an enum. Looking through here, I followed it through before. Uh, says enum, and then a const. Yeah, that's not an enum. Why is this not working? Tooltip props dot. Why is there no code intel on that? So it was working. Well, it's building an Overwolf app, another Overwolf app, and it was for street cred, which is to do with removing toxicity in like the gaming community. I think that we didn't quite make it over the line with it, um, but I think the guys there are like they're so close to getting it released now. So yeah, it should be available soon. It's pretty cool. It's got good uh, intentions behind it. Um, it's more around like how you rate gamers, uh, that kind of thing. Not sure how much I can speak about it because it was under an NDA, but I think like they're so close, I won't mind me mentioning it. But yeah, it's just to do with kind of the general premise is like to kind of like fight toxicity in the communities. But like I say, it should be out pretty soon, any day now, and then it'll be like I could talk about it no problem. Yeah, I think so. I think like it is valuable. Come on. Desync. That's dumb. Right, so my components are calling tooltip, which is my own thing, and it passes in tooltip and optional. What's that putting in? Tooltip. Okay. The string is not. Tooltip trigger props. I know, yeah. I'm just determined to get it kind of typed properly and just stick with it. But yeah, it's fucking just causing me headaches. Placement is a string. It shouldn't be a string. Get rid of this. Tooltip trigger props dot placement. Type of. I don't know. Return type. TypeScript. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Utility types. No idea. What can I do with this then? Ah, that's not what I was trying to get. Yes, it was. So I want the return type. Tooltip pro is a type, not a namespace. That's a type. It's not. It's not a type. I need to pick. Oops. What would that give me? Pick. Constructs a type by picking a set of properties keys from type. 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 Placement. No idea what that would be. Type of. Kind of feel like that would do what I need. Constructs a type. Oh, I don't know. This is an interface. Has a property called placement. Interface as a property called placement. I wonder if I can get access to that. I don't export it. Maybe I can. Export interface tooltip props. Tooltip props. Tip. Tooltip props. I don't know how to do that. That works. That's weird placement, that is. Why is it so far over? Bottom start. What the shit is going on? Bottom end. Whatever. Let's just put it as that for now. It like measures it weird. Oh well, it's good enough. PUBG. Damage dealt. Action. We probably want the same for these. So where's my toggle? Doop doop doo. Nope. It's like it's ignoring that. Oh, did that reload? Yeah, almost. I don't know what it's doing. Just being a jerk. It's getting a bit weirded out. Why is that not working? God damn it! Well, shit. Oh, maybe I'm not looking at what I think I'm looking at. Maybe that's on here. Yeah. Okay. It's got two components doing something very similar. What would this be? That's another thing. I've done no translation in this, so I'll have to go back and add translation as well. OBS scene item. This could be it. Sure, I had a placement in here as well. Delay tip. Let's try and bung one in here for now. Hello? Okay, I need to go and have a look at my code and see how I've done this previously. Let's just see if I fix this one bit. Yeah, that's cool. Test button, I'll do that as well. Why are you complaining at me? Oh, here. Okay, I need to fix that. Test button, where would that be? Here? No? Where would I have put that? Ah, maybe it's under roots. Manage. How dare you? I reckon I had something in here. Let's go and have a look at my existing code. Hub. Shots fired. Ba ba ba. Source components. Button. Placement button. Okay, I hard coded it. Nice. Trigger is hover. What does that mean? Random. Okay. Button. Although I think I actually want it on the top. Well, that's that. Most of the guys I work with don't use the Explorer window at all. Just search for all the files I want to work on. What do you mean? Hey, that's random, isn't it? Tooltip placement bottom. I guess it's saying, I don't think I want bottom. It's a bit shit. I'm being very generic. Like I've got a button, which is like in atomic design principles would be like an atom, and I'm making a pretty big assumption here that I'd always want the tooltip at the top, but YOLO. Yeah, you mean this thing up here? I'll do it. I'll do it sometimes, as long as I know where I'm going, sort of thing. Yeah, if I know exactly what I'm looking for, I will do that. Okay, so let's go and see if I've got a previous mapping in one of these games. PubG, kill, probably got one on that. OBS, yeah. Remove this mapping. I'll fix this thing now. Okay, I reckon that's because of the text as well. Probably doing the same sort of assumption. Yeah, here we go. PubG, kill, OBS. Which is fine. I just don't like the measuring seems to be off. I wonder if you can give it like an offset or something like that. Render props. Maybe I didn't have it on text or something. Trigger hover. Text. I did. Am I still doing the same thing there? Yeah. Okay. I don't know if the measuring's gone a bit weird. Probably I want that to be the top as well. Where was that? So, I'm gonna sneeze. Trying to fight the sneeze. Not that one. Yeah, I think you're right. I should do that. Like, instead of hovering the text or whatever, I should have a little info badge or something to the side. I think that's what you mean. Yeah, these over here. Because another thing that someone raised with me, which is totally valid, is uh, they want some sort of tooltip when you hover over these about what the actual event means. And I was thinking then maybe I need a little info, but then that comes back to the UI. I don't think it's really designed to give that much info, and it should do. So I need to rethink about how I'm giving information, because what I could do is I could have like extend this out a bit. I'm thinking, and have a box down the right hand side, and when you hover over something, it gives the information in the box there. Yeah, yeah, or that, yeah. Like I saw something on Ableton Live, and that's what I was thinking. So if I just fire this up. Oh, I went for a run this morning and I destroyed my leg. I don't know what I've done to it. Bloody kills. So Ableton Live has this thing down here. That's probably tiny on the screen, but as I start moving over things, it kind of tells me what the help is. And I don't think it's great, but it like might work for shots fired. So like just have another viewpoint here, and that way I could have um, like an advert in as well, which again I don't really like, but it seems to be the way to do things in Overwolf. Lunges and oh, you had a legs day. Good for you, man. I wish I was that devoted. I kind of I get into my gym. I got like a gym at home just with some um, stuff for doing compounds and whatever. But I very rarely use it now. Maybe once a week. I'm just getting in fatter and fatter during the furlough, just eating and drinking shit all the time. Yeah, it's horrible. Especially as you start adding years as well. Your body's like, no, fuck you, not doing this. Okay, so that's kind of working. What I'd like to do now is just carry on and get rid of some of this. What's this problem? It's like having a hangover now as well. Isn't just like next day ready to go. I'm like wasted by it. Property value does not exist on type event target and element. Is that because what I've typed this as? Um, where am I defining this? I think this needs a generic in it, maybe. There it says there actually. Uh, that's what I want. Where is that problematic one? Here. Fixed it. It's better. There's some weirdness here as well. So all of this is like custom components. And when I was working on that US contract, I used Ant Design for the first time. I thought, oh, that's really good. And then since then, I saw Adobe have their Spectrum out. That I thought, oh, that looks good as well. So I think at some point I'm going to be switching to those. Ant Design is the most popular React UI framework, they say. Uh, it's like enterprise level stuff. But yeah, it's just a component library basically. So if I wanted a button, I could use that. Or if I wanted like a, I don't know, select list like I've just been showing you, I could use one of theirs. And then you can like, you can theme it and stuff. But Adobe have one now, Adobe Spectrum. And Adobe Spectrum gives you like a lot lower level. So you can do what I've done and just design your own components and then just hook into the accessibility stuff. Yeah, kind of, yeah. So you got a React Bootstrap as well, which is exactly that. Um, you know, it's just it's been Reactified. So again, if I wanted a button, it would look, you know, like that. And that's just got all the Bootstrap stuff. There's loads of them out there. Spectrum's like the new kid on the block, and it looks quite good. Ant Design, that is, like I say, it's this sort of enterprise level, and it's meant to be one of the most used React component libraries. Angular, I haven't touched Angular since Angular 1. I'd be like, I wouldn't know where to start with this now. Loved by millions. The one I really want to get into and have a play with, which I could do of like I could do now really, but is Svelte. This one really appeals to me. It just compiles it down to like the JavaScript that actually needs to be used rather than like say React or Angular, um, Vue or whatever, and that still shoves the engine down to the front, and that needs to kind of still process on the shadow DOM and stuff. Svelte is just like, no, I'll just give you the JavaScript you actually want to use. I kind of go in cycles. Like, I was really big into APIs until recently and doing all like the back end stuff, and then kind of getting back more into the front end stuff. Just go around in cycles. The thing I hated about front end before was like the amount of devices you needed to get it running on and like all the quirks and stuff. But things like React and that have smoothed out a lot of that nowadays. Jamie, Fall Guys, let's do some game. Alright. Have you played oh no, yes. It's terrible. IE6 was horrendous. Um you played Fall Guys? It's really fun, apart from on the PC at the moment, I wouldn't buy it until they've sorted out the cheating problem. Because every fucker is cheating. It's just ruining the game. Okay, let's have a look at Linton TSC. I think that should just pick up my lint file, shouldn't it? Yeah, that's cool. Oh, interesting. Don't think that's got types. Or actually, has it? I thought it had types built in. Source. No, no, modules. Yeah, Y is a big one. So it's like hyper competitive because it's you versus like another 99 people, and the goal is to beat everybody to like the winning crown. So it is really competitive, even though it looks like a fun kids game. And how they cheat is like they just fly, or they've got like speed hacks and stuff. So they just fly over all the obstacles or just run straight through them. Okay, React Waterfall. So this is another problem with why I want to switch my state management from React Waterfall. It was nice because I was like, oh, I don't need all the bulk of Redux, but you don't get any of the TypeScript with half of it either. Uh, yeah, they don't have that. I don't think it's not in there either. So then I'll go into where did I put that file? Module. I'll have to declare it, I guess. This is probably like tiny for you, but let's boost the font size. Okay, so that looks like a good start. I can get rid of 3 if I go and do select, bold select that. Where does this get called? What do I store in ref? So that is a HTML select element or null. Oh, apparently not. HTML div element then. Sorry. You're going to be a HTML div element as well. No, that's not correct. That's what you are. Yes. That's okay. What's this bad boy layout? Possibly? No. Disgraceful. Scroll. Say what? And I'll click outside. Really? It's saying something like that. Handle outside click. Perhaps handle click outside. Pretty sure I must have stolen this code from somewhere because that makes no sense. Yeah. If not ref contains. I don't know if I'm like cheating with that. We'll have to see. What is this guy's problem? JSX element type option does not have any construct or call signatures. Oh yeah, this was something to do with this. I don't really understand this. So I can pass in like a component, and I want to use that as like the select option, or if that hasn't been defined, I want to use like the fallback, like the default select option. And the problem's here saying it can't. The way I've assigned it here, and then tried to call it like this. Okay. I don't really understand this bit. I don't think it's saying that. I think it's saying something like this would be okay, right? So I could do return select option. Like I could do that, that'd be fine. But it doesn't like I've assigned this here. I might be able to do return option component. Like it's saying I can't call it like that, I guess. Dot. This might have to be like react dot clone element, and then tell it what props I want, which would be key, foo, and then no, that's also not valid. Screw you, that's what it says to me. So maybe my typing is wrong. Option component. Is it that it could be null? I don't know. Well, how do I call this? So I'm doing a select option component. Okay. Cool. So here's an example of how I'm using it. I'm getting the component from here. And then I want to pass that through to this select list. So this is basically just a div, and it shows if you're not a premium subscriber, then you know these items would have a little lock symbol here, and that's the only difference. Well, no, it isn't. You also click on it, and it'll do other different things as well. I basically want to pass that through. Option component. I remember doing something like this before. You have to do something fun. Well, it must be working. Just I must be calling it wrong, like TypeScript. Option does not have any construct or call signatures. Let's go consult Mrs. Google. Am I doing something weird like that? No, that wouldn't fix it anyway. So that's fine. Problems in here. Ah. Hmm. How can that be an empty object? JSX element type option does not have any. What? This will be hours later. So I hit this problem a couple of days ago, and I was like, no, forget that. I'll come back to it. There's definitely a reason for that. Back to the Googles. What, mate? Type of. I get that. Like, also, yeah. Also, it's like just getting my attention span just totally goes off. Like I'm reading this, and I'm thinking, oh, I can't be bothered. You just scroll to the bottom. So just give me the goddamn answer. So impatient. If you want to take a component class as a parameter, which I'm doing, versus an instance, use React.component class. React. I'm glad I'm not the only one. If you want to take a component class as a parameter, that's what I'm doing. Use React.component class. React.component type. Oh my god. Thank you, Stack Overflow. Let's make sure this works, I guess. Start. Yeah, I know, yeah. Be breaking out in cold sweats going, oh shit. Okay. I know, what did I want? I wanted to test this, so I need to sign out of Overwolf. Actually, I think I don't need to sign out. Let's try and disable me in the console. Edit me. Edit. Revoked. I don't know how long that takes to work. Let's quit out to make sure there's no cache in the way. Spell break. Oh, is that a new one? Shall we see if they've got it? Hi, Jay, by the way. They don't support it. These are the games that Overwolf are supporting. Well, for the events and stuff. But you can get like there are all games. It's just that these are the only games that are plugged into Overwolf. Supposedly, the one to go for is League of Legends. That's got like I think Overwolf has something like 5 million monthly active users, possibly 10 million soon when they bring on CurseForge. And that's going to bring a lot of attention to Warcraft. Oh, excuse me. But at the moment, I think League of Legends wins it. I think they've got like about 2 million people going towards that. Um, But Fortnite, the people who use my app tend to be around Fortnite, Rainbow Six, and PUBG at the moment. Anyway, let's see if I've broken it. Launch that bad boy. Yeah, so I've just, this is what it looks like on mine. I've just cancelled it, revoked it, I should say. uh, hundreds, yeah, so good. Um, but yeah, it's something weird with their caching. So I do know another way we can do this. We can sign out of. I need to check that though, because I revoked this, and if somebody else has been revoked or whatever, I'd want it to like boot them out of the app. do do. I should probably block my screen just in case I end up doing something dumb. One sec. So I'm just logging back into Overwolf in the background. Oh no, I wanted to log out first. Log out. Bear with. Okay, I've got it to work. Let me bring my screen back. So it seems to be cached until you log out and log in. I'm going to have to chase that up, see if that is the case. But I'm not a premium anymore, so go to PUBG. And now I've got these locked items, so I haven't broken anything. Click this, and it'll say, "Do you want to subscribe?" Um, yeah, no, I just can't use these at the moment. And then the same. Oh no, it used to be. Oh, you get this little box up here. Used to be that you couldn't use some of these games, but yeah, you couldn't use some of these games. But then Overwolf said, you know, they don't want to kind of put a gateway in front of certain games. So we discussed it and we decided, oh, okay, well, maybe we'll just do it based on events instead. So it blocks out some of the more interesting events. You like to forget ads option. Yeah, so I hate adverts. I detest them. It's like it seems like such a shitty thing to do, but they're like the biggest way to monetize apps and websites and stuff. But I might still do that. I might still, you know, I was saying earlier, Rich, about having this help box on the right hand side and then maybe an advert underneath. I might do that. I don't know. Such a shit thing to do. I just want it to be like subscriptions is kind of like almost like a Patreon thing where if you want to support me in developing it, then that's, you know, I'm happy to do that rather than me give you some shit advert that you don't want to watch or click on. 1 million a day. Imagine that spanking that much cash. 1 million a day on just adverts. That's nuts, man. Okay, so let me. Right, I'm just going to do a switcheroo and I'm going to log back into Overwolf. I best set up my subscription as well. Oh, hang on. Okay, so I'm just changing the date in the background of my subscription. Boom. And then I'm going to log in as moi. I'm still here. I'll be back. I'm just logging in. I keep on doing stupid things like sharing my screen when I'm doing more sensitive stuff. Okay. So hopefully if I stop that and start it up again. There you go. Back in. So there's definitely like an issue with Overwolf where if your subscription expires and you're still logged in, you have to log out first before it kind of updates. And probably the same the other way around. I wonder if there's like some events to kind of capture that. Where's this profiles? Yeah, there is. Cool. I'll have to hook into that at some point. But that's working. I haven't broken shit, which is good. Let's go and see how we're doing on the TypeScript front. How many errors have I got left? And any in local storage. Local storage. I think I might not get away with that. Save state. I think I might be able to actually. So store. Yeah, that's fine. And the store is basically, you know, what's going on in the background with all the data. I'll fix that one. Manage. Manage. Okay, so there's a few in here. Start at the top. Squiggly lines. Where do I define this game selector? Option is a select option. Where does select option come from? Option is a select option. Oh, what's wrong with this? You what, mate? It's just doing the same shit. So I pass into this select on change. Set on change. Option is a select option. Okay, this is complaining because I got two things named the same. So I need to rename one of them. Where am I using this? I'm going to rename this one. Default select option. So this is my component, and then this is a type that's got like the same, using the same name. That's okay there. This is now not complaining. Okay. What's this guy's problem? Promise void is not. Okay, that's interesting. So this is saying, okay, I'm using async, but I didn't say we could do that. Which is here. I wonder where I'm using this. It's normally like tells me how many references I've got to it. That's probably because it's in here. So this is going to return a promise. Void, I don't care about what's in the promise by the looks of it. Or just void, I just don't care. That obviously wasn't the right thing. Okay. That is not a fix. Void is, I should be able to use that because it's saying I don't give a shit about what's coming back. And it looks like I put that in the wrong place anyway, right? Yeah, I did. Derp. So void is right. This is the problem. Option is a select option. That's fine. So it's working again now because now it knows about this. And then we've got another one here. It's going to be exactly the same problem. Jiggity jiggity. Alright. Okay, so we're going to see how many errors we've got now. Oh, it looks like an ugly error. Source main. Let's go and have a look at that. Oh, I've got a hook. So I like report errors in the background to Sentry, but I've disabled it in this version. I need to go back and re-enable it. The problem is like my current one that's in the store is absolutely spamming the crap out of Sentry with errors, though they're not technically errors. They're that people haven't got OBS running and they're trying to connect, and then it's like chucking out these, oh, I can't connect error. But that's going through to Sentry. It's kind of just et up all my allowance. So I've disabled it for now. I could do with that as well. So this is kind of like a reactor of these error boundaries. You can write these neater now as well. Like at the moment, this is using like a React component, which is like a class component. But you can actually write error boundaries using hooks now for functional components. That's something fairly new. Uh, right, what is the problem here? Line 125. 125. Argument of type is not assignable. Okay, this is problematic. So made a change in here earlier, and I assigned this to store. I think what I need is a partial store. No, still doesn't like that. And what it is this problem is when the data store changes, so when any of the data is changing, it'll write it to local storage so that if you close the app and bring it back up later, then you'll get it back into this state that you knew previously, so you can save all your mappings and such. But I don't want to write everything that's in the data store into local storage. I'm just like picking certain keys and such. And so what I've told local storage here is like the data that comes into this function is going to be like the full data store, but that's not true. I've just picked certain items. So that's where this problem is here. Yeah, it does. Yeah, local storage will. You have to like what's it called? Stringify it, serialize it, I should say. Stringify, is that a PHP thing? um, but yeah, it'll chuck pretty much anything in there. That's it. Yeah, yeah. I've probably got that. There you go. So it's not. I need to know how to just pick certain bits. I need something like uh, partial, and then this kind of needs to know about it. Uh, I might just come back and say iterate over the keys and have a white list. I basically need to create a new type down here, interface. So we'll have a persistent store. This is a start storing in, so first run is a Boolean. Games enabled, what's that? That is a record with a string as the key. And I don't know. Store. Let's go and have a look in here. Yo, what's that? What the hell is that? What the hell? Ah, shit. So when I'm running TSC, it's actually output the files next to it. Crap. Well, that's annoying. I'll have to clean that up after. Okay, so I'm looking for store TS. Store app. Man, that's annoying. I can't see. Uh, type. Okay. Okay. Good in there. Uh, string. String mappings. Store OBS. I don't know what that was. Where's that? Store.shots fired. Notifications. Ah, store. You can do it. Okay. Okay. Save all those. Persistent state, which will go to local storage. This is a persistent store. There you go. Now it's not complaining. Now it knows that state will have all, just those bits. And I'm going to enforce that here as well, which is persistent Okay, let's run this. I have to go and clean up all those stupid TypeScript files after. JavaScript files. Oh, it's another one of those that crept in. OBS interface. Settings. You what? Why does it think that? Store game. Store game. Store games. Right. OBS actions. Oh my god. Oh, I remember this one. I know that exists. It's just that the third-party TypeScript file isn't correct. So, log scene items. Let's go and check that. Oh, I've broken something. Cannot destructure property first run of app as it is undefined. What? How dare you? App is undefined. What? Yeah. Destroyed. Wrecked. Cannot destruct your property first run of app as it is undefined. Why is it undefined? Ah, wonder if this was a... I noticed when I was doing like a production build, it was having a problem with some of the syntax I was using. I don't think that's the case here. So it's got to be to do with local storage. Why have I got caps lock on? Local storage. Weird. Load state, please. What is your problem, client? So it's got that, that's fine. Initial state. Is fine. So why is this being an arse? Oh, it just decided it was going to be a dick. No real reason. Okay. He's okay. Kill OBS. Kill. Uh, that seems to be working. So let's test it. I think quiet mode is it? Man TSC. TSCH. Is there a quiet mode on TypeScript so it doesn't create the TypeScript files? Sure, there was something like a Q flag. Do you know, Rich? Is there a quiet flag? Stop it. Allow JavaScript files to be compiled. Or no, I don't want that. I just want it to stop. I hate putting shit. No emit. That's gotta be it. Do you not? I don't know. TypeScript. Prevent create JS. No emit true. Okay. Oh my god, all the JavaScript, oh my god. Fucking YOLO it. Find this could be dangerous. Exactly. I'm getting there. Name anything.js. Let's just check. There's nothing. Ba, 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 ba. I really hope that I've got TypeScript on everything. YOLO in it. You don't. No, that's a good idea actually. Yeah, I think I will do that. Where the fuck is this in Windows? Is it like a compressed? Let's go back a directory. Oh my god, I don't want the cache. Okay, let's get rid of the cache. Can't be bothered. Don't want no modules either. Just zip up all of the internet. Should be fine, right? Boom. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I'd expect. Don't know what this testing is I've done. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look. Git add everything. Adding better type support. There was no deletes in that, which is good. TSC. No. Oh yeah. So if I add everything again. Huh. Cool. Oh. Did you upgrade yarn on Windows? Choco. Upgrade yarn. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, where are we? TSC, no met. Okay. What am I looking for? Definitely has visible in there. Jerk. Absolute jerk. You said don't. I reckon that's my code. Hmm. I don't care. Alright. Just ignore it. It'll go away. No more errors. Fully typed. That will do nicely. Okay, that's good. That is good. This is pretty much ready to go out. Side. What would happen if I turn that off? Oh, I've disappeared. Hello? Yeah, cool. Okay, I think that is ready enough. Ugh, might try and fix that positioning. Why is that doing that? Everything else seems to be centered, so maybe it's this one particular item. I might go left of that, just make it a little less bad. Tide over. Left. Did that reload? No. Oh, I think I know what I was done last time. Might have done something similar, but I took the little arrow off. That's what's throwing me out. That's fine. Beep. Cool. Cool. Okay. Right, I think that's going to be it for this. I'm going to get that merged. I need to publish some more help around the webhook stuff. and I feel a little bit happier that everything's kind of typed enough. So should be able to do that release pretty soon. I've got to get the Sentry stuff fixed up. I might just enable that. So one was in the logger, I think. Capture the exception, and then the other one was in main. I'll just re-enable this. Oh, can I build it? That's the next thing. Re-enabled Sentry. Yeah, last time there was some problems when I built it. All these things on the screen now are like, because their Overwolf's API is broken. I'm waiting for those, so I should probably wait before I publish it. I need that to be updated. And this was the error before, excuse me. License checker. What is this? Is this the problem? No, so this unexpected token punct is because I'm making use of the, what's it called in JavaScript? It's kind of like an, no, it's like an optional chaining, isn't it? It's because of this, and Parcel is choking on it when it does the build. I'm not sure why. I don't know what I need to do to change that. Package. Start build. On private copy. That's Parcel build. I think it's something to do with this here. What? Yeah. Can't remember how I figured that out. I figured that out under Fire. But it's definitely something to do with optional chaining. See if Mrs. Google has anything. Parcel build optional chaining. Yes, 2020. I thought I'd done that. Yes, 2020. I think it's something to do with this. ES next. See if this fixes it. Apparently so. 2010, it breaks it for me. The lib is okay as 2020. Ah, okay. Oh, and this is telling me what it's. Okay, I get you. What to compile it down to. Nice. Okay, I understand. Nice. So there's another thing as well with parcel. You can do parcel tree shaking, but it's a bit sketchy. Options. That's it. I haven't managed to get this to work successfully yet. Boom. Screw you. Yeah, I can't get that to work. It's a shame. I think that I'd like crunch it right down. 1.4 megabytes. What? Map files. Could probably ditch those. No source maps. Are they important to have? That just lets people view the code, right? I might get rid of the source maps in production. So these source maps, it just lets, like, because this has crunched it all down to like obfuscated code, and then I think the source maps let Chrome tie it back so it's readable again. No source maps. I don't know if that's useful or not. Yeah, get rid of that. Right. Let's try and load that. Okay, so this is the built version, I think. heal. Yeah, it must be. It's not like chucking out loads of junk on here. Sweet baby Jesus. Um, let's see if we can get that to run. Oh, excuse me. I'm mega tired today. Woke up at like 3:30 this morning. I keep doing that. PUBG. So with vodka, mine's rum, but that probably creates a problem as well. Right. I think this bad boy is ready to like go. Hey, look, this is another thing I want to address in the next version as well. It's a bit pointless having this app in here. You can have different versions. So the other app I worked on, you had like a desktop version, which would be this, and it used like native Windows and stuff. And then when you was in game, it had a totally different representation, and you could do other bits in it. And I think that'd be good for this app. It'll just be like just turn it on or off in the game, and then you just control all the mappings when you're on the desktop, because it doesn't really make a lot of sense here. And in fact, when I very first started this app, when it was part of the PUBG dev uh, challenge, I think I just built a desktop app. I don't think Overwolf was too keen on me having just a desktop version. They wanted like to see it working inside the game as well. But another thing you can do since is you can have dual screen apps. So I've got two screens, and I can have this app now. It's a new feature, or newish. I could have it just sitting on the other screen instead of like my main one. Oh yeah, what do you like? Do you like my Freddie Mercury clone? Um, I got PUBG banned as well, man. I'm back now, but I did get banned for a bit for no fault of my own, I'd like to add. Right. So I can't release this yet. I've got to just fix up this last bit. Well, I don't. I need Overwolf to fix it up so their data all passes, and then I'll be good to go. I can release it, get out the door. I'm happy with that. Close enough. Cool. Thanks for joining me, Rich. Nice having someone to chat along with as I'm coding. I can still program as well, which is also a good sign. But yeah, I'm going to take off, dude. I will be back soon, I guess, when I next do some more shots fired coding and whatever. I want to kind of get this streaming up and working again. I think when I return to HX as well, I'm only on 80% of my hours, so that'll give me, and I only do 4 days anyway, so I'll actually only be there for 3 days a week. So I might use one of the days to just code on Twitch and stuff. And yeah, same for you, man. I hope your business picks up. I think you said it had anyway, but hope it gets back to normal and you stay healthy. See you later.